Welcome back to Vagabond, Gypsy, Tarot, and Oracle readings. So today I am re-filming my Super Blue Moon video. Apparently what happened was it looks like only pile 1 and 2 was videoed, and then it was all static. I don't know what the deal is with my video, and I'm very sorry about that. If you care to watch this video again, I did pull the same cards because I can see the cards that were used. The only thing I couldn't do was here because of all the static as well. That'll teach me not to, that'll teach me just to upload my videos and not check them. But I'm terribly sorry about that, and I did go ahead and pull these cards again. Obviously, if the energy when I pulled them was for the Super Blue Moon, so the energy is still there. The reading might be a little bit different. The cards are the same, but what I'm getting out of them might be a little bit different today. So I have pile 1 with my crystal platonic solids, which I kept that on there, and then I have the green chakra pre-night for pile 2 and lapis lazuli for pile 3. So let's just go ahead and move these out of the way for now, and then we'll just start with pile 1. I don't want to turn off the video at this point, but we'll just go ahead and pull the cards as they were on the super full blue moon. And I'm not doing the full introduction again here because I'm going to try and attach it. If I don't, you probably, the ones who watch this probably already saw the beginning anyway. So let's get right to it. So the Tower card, it looks like the energy for you for this Super Blue Moon, which can extend quite far into the year here, so this energy could be with you for a while, so that's the good thing about this reading. So that's why I'm redoing it, so that you can have at least the cards. I'm using the Spirit de Lune Tarot, which are these. And I'm using the Moon Oracle, which are these. And I am using the Star Child Tarot, which are those. Okay, so let's start out with the Tower card. Now, the Tower card is can be scary, but it's not. Things have to fall apart sometimes to make anew. So this might just be giving you a hint that you need to stop on a path that you are on right now, and rethink it. Now, normally, and that might be the case for this as well, and actually I'm sure it is, it's to the point where you don't have a choice. The change is coming whether you like it or not. So that was my point. It's not like you have a choice to change it. You have to change something. I just didn't want to make it sound like you had the choice before something was falling apart. It's something is falling apart, and you need to move forward and change something. And we have Lilith, goddess Lilith. Lilith is perfect goddess for this time of the year. She is of Scorpio season. Scorpio, she's associated, she's a water sign, obviously. And she's known as the Black Goddess. And she has a snake and the owl. And she is ready for, she is the perfect goddess for a Tower moment. You need somebody strong and somebody who's going to take over and help you. And she is the goddess that that would be perfect for a tower moment. She is a Sumerian goddess, and she is the goddess of transformation. So this is perfect, the perfect goddess to have for this tower moment in your life, whatever it may be. Movement is the card that you have for your energy as well. So it's waxing gibbous movement. It's a passion. It's having passion to move forward in times of unwanted situations, which is what is happening with you. And she is working well. Lilith is working well with this energy, because it's the perfect time to get control of the flow in your life and empower, be empowered with it. Move forward with that strength. And with Lilith, such a strong archetype here, she's going to help you move forward with that strength that you need. And when you feel like you can't go any farther, she's there to help you. It might be a good time to work with your solar and heart chakras, solar plexus and heart chakras, if you're into working with chakras. And your heart, especially because whatever this moment, whatever this situation is, it could have like broken you a bit, or you're just sad about it. It might be something that you were trying to achieve and it just has not worked, and you feel like you failed, but it's not. Tower moments are a good time in our life when we can take another look at things and move forward in another direction, or move forward in the same direction and make changes along the way. Sometimes starting over could be starting over the exact same way. It's just that choices that you've made along the way did not work. So it was like there's a fork in the road and you were like, oh, which way should I go? You went to the left, but maybe you should try the right now. And that's exactly a good point to make, because Lilith is kind of like that crossroads goddess as well. And I love Lilith for this time of the year. Obviously, this is being taped in September. Now, it's not during the full blue moon, but it is energy from that reading that that I pulled. I'm getting a real Asian vibe here too with this temple. There is an Asian goddess that I was just trying to think of. Let me go ahead and look her up, because for some reason she has left my mind here, and I was just thinking of her the other day. I think she is the Asian goddess of dance and poetry. Let me look here. I got my book out of my goddesses. Oh, I can't think of her name. Give me one moment here. Amaterasu, that's it. Amaterasu. She was in my mind yesterday, and I was thinking about her because I had a reading with somebody, and she is who I was thinking you should think about calling in as well, with that Asian energy that I'm getting. And she is actually a sun goddess, so you might need that light. It's like the light seems to be breaking through here on this card. Yeah, she's a sun goddess. I don't know why I feel like that should be something that you want to bring in as well, because you have dark goddess Lilith, but it's almost as if Amateratsu's calling out as well. So, as far as your reading goes, I think that it's that you need to move forward and not take a lot of time to delve in the past, because the past can't be changed. Right? I mean, you have to move forward no matter what, and it's just not worth dwelling on. Movement. Move forward. And generally, the waxing gibbous stage is about completing a project, and that's exactly what this is. It's a forced completion, but it's allowing you to rethink your strategy before you make your full moon manifestation wishes or plans moving forward. And so September 29th is the full moon, which is might be something you might want to think about, because you have some time here. You have a couple weeks. And actually, it is a supermoon. So the full supermoon, it's not a full blue, but it's a full supermoon, and it's a full harvest moon, which is super cool. My favorite, my favorite time of the year, not one of my favorites, my favorite time of the year. So anyways, yeah, I think that's it for pile 1. Go ahead and you can take a snapshot of the screen if you'd like. Otherwise, I'm going to keep you on here while I throw my little platonic solid into its bag, and we will move on to pile 2. Okay, so we have the pre-night chakra pile here. Pre-night stone. Let's see what we've got for our goddess. Our god, precipice. Might not even be a god. These cards are different. So, and then we have waxing crescent, B, and we have the 9 of Wands. So pile 2, you have the 9 of Wands card, which is the suit of fire. Look at that. It's got like that flower of life in the center. That is super cool. So 9 of Wands is the card of something is testing your courage and boundaries. So your energy this month is, or this full blue moon, super moon till the next full moon, we'll just say that, is about something is testing your energy. And You have to go within. That's what I'm getting out of this beautiful flower of life. If you can see it in there. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. But anyway, this is really like, it's almost a self-imposed restriction because you have free will. You can pull yourself out of this situation. You don't have to be bound by these wands holding you within. You have chosen to stay secluded into that hermity place, let's say. But you've also maybe been feeling a bit sorry for yourself. And the god precipice is ruled by Jupiter and Mars, and yeah, it could have been because of a reckless decision or something, a decision that was just foolish that you made. I shouldn't say foolish, but a decision that didn't work out the way that it should work out. So with this card, it's a card of action and enthusiasm, but it's also a card of it's kind of got that fool energy. And since it's ruled by Jupiter and Mars, there can be a little bit of I don't know, you could get a little bit hot-headed about things. And exactly, with the push to the limits. And this card is meaning push to the limits, and 2 breaks down to balance is required. And this card is saying somebody's testing your boundaries, your limits. Waxing Crescent comes in here, and she's like, just be you. Just be. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to do anything. Just live with what you did and move on from that. It's like kind of like the life lesson card here I'm getting. I'm kind of feeling like it's like a lesson that you're learning, or that you'll be learning during this super blue moon phase. And actually, if you break down, this card is 37, so it breaks down to 10, which is 1, which is new beginnings. So it's just saying that, you know what, it doesn't matter what happened in the past. It might be you needing to forgive somebody, or you needing to forgive yourself. Now, I said earlier that this is a self-imposed restriction, but it could be somebody making you feel that way as well. This is also a darker moon time. As you can see, the light of the moon is very, very slim. And it's a time for you to go within. So actually, we could look at it that way. You putting yourself into this little circular space could also be used for that. While you're in this space with this self-imposed restriction, feeling sorry for yourself, maybe you need to go within. That's kind of mean, huh? Go within to the soul, to your center, to your flower, the flower of life, the flower of your soul, the reason for your being. It's time for you to look within and not let people push your buttons so easily, maybe. And I get it. I mean, there are days when, it doesn't take much to push to push my buttons. And then there are days when you can push all you want and nothing's going to happen. It's just the mood we're in as well. It's life. It's being alive, you know. And this is also very much a crone energy, an older, wiser energy flowing to you so that you can see reality, maybe, or see the reality of a situation. I'm really getting vibes from pile one's Black Moon Lilith with this crone here energy. I'm going to pull that card. So transformation is key as well. And I don't usually like to float a card from another pile, but it's almost as if the energy is floating within. So maybe it would be within your maybe it'd be wise to watch all of these videos, who knows, to see if anything resonates with you from the other piles. So yeah, I think that, as I said, there's going to be a lot of going within, and sorry, I just heard I saw the FedEx guy is going to ring the doorbell, I think, here. But anyways, yeah, so the nine numerologically as well. See, you can hear it ring. Is about fulfillment and fruition, coming to fruition. So I think that you finding that fulfillment from within might be what is needed during this super blue full moon. As far as this waxing crescent, this is like the final descent to darkness. So this is also it's stepping into the full dark moon. So it's kind of giving you that time to prepare, and you already have it because you're in this mode. And actually you could be feeling very frustrated because you are feeling like you're being pushed and people are testing your boundaries. So it's time for you to cut that energy loose and not let it consume you anymore. And as I said, with that Mars energy, that can be kind of hard because Mars can be a little bit hot-headed and feisty, and that can make you say and do things that maybe you normally wouldn't. Well, and also it might be making you think of, are you taking on more than you can handle as well? You know, you might be feeling this energy of being pushed to your limits, but maybe you are being pushed to your limits. Maybe you can't go, maybe you can't do what is expected of you. You want to, but you can't. So I think that this energy is going to be some good time for you to work with the waxing crescent and the dark moon, and just like do a deep dive into your soul. What do you want? How do you want to be seen? Yeah, I mean, this one's a little bit, I feel like this one's got a little bit of an edge to it. There's something for you to definitely work on. like a course that, you know, like you need to take steps to work on this to make it better. It's almost like homework. It is like homework. Okay, so I think that is it for my pile twos. I'm going to put my little pre-night heart chakra stone, and that's another thing to notice, that it's a heart chakra stone, and it's almost like it should be placed there in the center of that flower of life. And look how pretty it matches with this as well. And it actually matches with the greens in that. Beautiful. So maybe this pre-night has actually an epidote in it as well. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Pre-night with epidote, and it's a heart chakra stone, and it heals the healer. So you really need the healing. And pre-night also helps you maintain your boundaries, and that's the perfect stone for this one. And the epidote is for grounding and protection. So if you want to carry this around, if you want to get one of these stones and carry it around with you, that would not be a bad idea. Wow, that worked out perfectly. Actually, I didn't even think of the stone. But you definitely need the balance, the starting over. And the 9 is of conclusion, finalization, stopping this form of self-torture almost. So that's it. So let's go ahead and take a snapshot if you need to, and then I will move on to pile 3. Okay. So pile 3, lapis lazuli. Yep, definitely one of my favorites. Okay. So we have Hecate. Aries. And 6 of crystals. Okay, so with the Aries card, that is 9 numerologically, so it's about fulfillment and fruition. 6 is about harmony, peace, and Aries is of beginnings as well. So let's start with Hecate. Now, I really adore Hecate at this time of the year as well. She is also a crossroads goddess, and definitely a goddess for fall, which is what we're, I guess, entering here in the northern hemisphere. It is she is a good goddess to work with, I should say, during Samhain, Halloween. Let's see here. Let's do the 6 of crystals here. So the 6 of, look at that card. What a beauty. The colors are just so vibrant and beautiful. Well, let me think for a moment here. So with the new beginnings, I feel like I feel like something new is beginning for you. Yes, the inspirer. Newfound energy. And Aries is ruled by the ram, by Mars, the god Mars, which is a very fiery, very, very, very fiery sign. And so I feel like you are possibly starting something new, and you're very passionate about something. With Hecate, she tells us to, basically live in the now. She's the goddess of the underworld. And she's very powerful with the earth realm as well. She was the goddess. She is the child of the Nyx, NYX. Well, some say, and later on she was known to be the daughter of Zeus and Hera. So she's got that fiery energy as well. And I feel like there is there's passion burning right now. There's something that you want to start and move forward doing, something that you've been thinking about. And I feel like it's like the time to do that. And the Six of Crystals is the Suit of Pentacles. So that is of your earthly environment as well. That card was kind of throwing me off a bit. The Six of Pentacles. Because the Six of Pentacles, that's why I was pausing so much. The Six of Pentacles is kind of giving me the vibe of giving and receiving. So I'm thinking that with this card in the mix, I feel like maybe it's time for you to, because the Aries card is about starting over. Maybe it's as simple as you're a very proud person and don't want to take help from somebody, whether that be monetarily or physically. But this card is about giving and receiving. So maybe there's kind of a mismatch in balances of the giving and receiving on your end. So with this new beginning, the Inspirer, maybe might be it. Maybe it's giving and receiving ideas. Maybe you are a very stubborn person and you don't want to do things the way people can suggest to you, and you're just like, well, no, you're headstrong about it with that Mars energy, and you just don't want to take anybody's advice or help, or even if it's just verbal help. But this card is coming in as kind of the card of you sometimes need to take that help. And with Hecate, she's a triple goddess, so it's like she's able to look in all directions at the same time. And that's what maybe this new beginning for you is to look in more than one direction, look more than moving forward. You need to take a look at everything around you, take a look at the full picture. And if you need help, you need to take it. And Hecate, like I said, is the earth goddess, and the crystal, the pentacles, is the earth as well. And Capricorn is is lead on this. If that Capricorn energy might be coming into effect as well. You might be getting that energy throwing its energy into your field. Because you have that confidence. I feel like you have that outer confidence, but there might be a time to retake a look at it with this Aries, the inspirer energy being at the center here. It looks like there's like a deep balance that needs to take place, in other words. Looks like, I mean, like the second pile, it looks like you have a lot of work to do as well. I feel like there's kind of a balance, a misbalance. There needs to be balance, needs to be made in some kind of situation. Because Hecate also, she has power over basically all realms, heaven, earth, and sea. So I mean, I feel like, and underworld. So I think that working with Aries energy might be a good thing for you as well during this this full blue moon time. I mean, Aries energy can kind of be impulsive and direct, and maybe that's where you need to also take a step back. Like your energy maybe needs to be worked with. During this season. And with my favorite stone here, lapis, funny, it's known to be a stone that lowers blood pressure, so maybe it has cooling effects, so that maybe that's what you need. I love lapis. It soothes inflammation. Maybe it needs to soothe your energy inflammation. So yeah, I really think that might be what is called for here. But I'm going to end this reading now, and you can take a snapshot of this, and I'm going to go ahead and upload this. So I'm really sorry. I don't know what happened, and I hope this is working. I'm speaking into my speaker. This better not be staticky, or I'm going to be really mad. Because I go through, you make the video, and then I'm not Miss Tech Queen over here with the YouTube, so sorry. But I hope you enjoyed this reading, and let me know in the comments that you hear everything, and I'll double check it here. I'm still going to upload it right away because I need to work with one of these cards. I don't have the patience. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and upload it now, and we'll see what happens. And please join me back here again at Vagabond, Gypsy, Tarot, and Oracle. Have a beautiful, blessed week.